Welcome to Horsehead Bookends for another Gaming Friday. Week 4, we're starting something new. We're basically going to have a discussion. And this week's discussion is, what is your favorite mechanic and what is your least favorite mechanic? So maybe I'll put in some graphics to go over this and we'll see what happens. But we'll start with our favorite right now. So Mike, what is a game mechanic that is your absolute favorite that you'll always play?
I'm gonna bundle them together only because they kind of go together. It's deck, bag, and pool building. Anything that is a building type experience where I start with a set amount of resources or set amount of something and I'm building and building and building, that is amazing. Anything like that, deck building, I will come back to all the time. I don't think there really has ever been a deck builder that I didn't like. I love when they add extra mechanics to them, but anything with that bag building or dice building mechanic, I absolutely adore.
Yeah, that's a good one. I think my absolute favorite has to be a rondel mechanic. I love a good rondel mechanic in any game. I think it just adds a certain, I don't know what it is, but I really enjoy it, especially games like Trajan is probably one of my favorites. And even to piggyback off of Mike's favorite, Great Western Trail, it's a rondel and it's a deck builder, which is fantastic. You might not realize it, that it is a rondel, but it is. You constantly have to go around the board various times while building your deck of cows to bring them to slaughter or wherever they're going.
And if you've ever played the second edition of Great Western Trail, I don't know if you ever have, but there's a new module that has different cows that actually mature every time you drop them off. So they get better and better because you're raising your generation of that type of cow. So as soon as you buy your first one, when you drop it off, you take the next level out.
Oh, see, that's
really, really cool.
That sounds good. I know Gabe got the new Great Western Trail.
Oh, he did?
Yes.
Oh, I want to play that.
So we're definitely going to play that. New Zealand, right?
New Zealand.
I think that's coming out at the end of the month. I'm probably not going to get it, but I know tons of people who are going to get it.
I've had that and Argentina on my list, but I have Great Western Trail. I don't know the differences enough yet. I have to look into them.
We'll get it, we'll play it, we'll try to film it, and then you can get rid of it if you want.
Absolutely.
All right, so those are just some, and there's tons of different game mechanics. You have area control, there is tower defense mechanics.
Multi-use card, that's another great one.
Multi-use cards.
Pick up and deliver.
Non-asymmetric player boards is one I actually enjoy because it brings a lot of life to the game. So those are just some examples of mechanics that we enjoy. So feel free to just let us know below what you like. So now let's go on to least favorite mechanic in board games, and I have 3, but I'm just singling out one unless we start talking about the things we don't like and this just becomes a bitch session. But here, go ahead.
No, you go first. I went first with the one.
My absolute least favorite mechanic in a game is player elimination.
Oh, that's mine too!
Player elimination is absolutely terrible. I absolutely hate it. I think if you're sitting down to play a game, start to finish, you want to be a participant in the game from the beginning
to the end.
And I know you just saw last week I did an unboxing of Thunder Road Vendetta, and that's all player elimination. But when a game specifically is about that, I do like it. I do enjoy it because I know, all right, my object is to kind of be a jerk and take out my opponents. When it's kind of tacked on as a take that in games, I absolutely hate it. I feel that people get mean for just the sake of being mean because they can do it. And that, for me, is just not enjoyable at all. And I usually will not... If I play the game once and it incorporates something like that, I won't play it again.
Out the door. I'll add on to it, though. I despise player elimination that does not have any... that doesn't grant agency to the eliminated player. Take something like Nemesis, for example. Has player elimination. That first player out, they become the alien player. They play as the alien from now on. Second player out, they pair together and they incorporate two different, like they take on different roles of that alien, and they can work together to take everybody out. It morphs the game.
Yes.
They're still there. They still have agency.
Yes. You still have a vested interest in the game, and you want to play through it till completion, but it's just your goals
Listen,
change.
Nothing's worse than showing up to a 3-hour game session and getting eliminated in the first 20 minutes. You might as well go home.
Yeah, it's just something that it's just not enjoyable for me, and I will always steer away from that. And just as a bonus,
trick taking. I'm not a fan of trick taking.
I enjoy trick-taking games because I played a lot of spades in college.
I do.
So it was, I really enjoy trick-taking games. But I was going to say, well, tower defense I don't like. But and the other thing I really don't like is king-making. Basically, towards the end of the game, when you only have like 1 or 2 choices left, and you know you're not going to win, but you get to decide who wins. I don't think that's right.
It's also just not my play style. I'd rather, like, if somebody's going to win, they're going to win. I don't want to be the one who sits there and decides, oh, I'm not going to win, so I'm going to make sure you lose just because
I absolutely hate that style of play, and I hate players like that. It's not fun. It doesn't make it an enjoyable experience for me. And I've been in situations like that, and it's just...
No, and I've been too, and you know what I do? I go wild card. I do what's best for me on that round, and I don't care about any of the other players. Yeah. Let them duke it out.
But we've also talked about it, like when we play games, especially when we're learning games, we like to try to do everything that you can possibly do in the game, not just to learn the game, but to also teach it. Because, I mean, if you can't learn the game and teach it, what's the sense of holding on to it?
Exactly. And you got to test every little nuance of it.
Yeah. So let us know below, like, what are some of your most hated mechanics in the game, and I'm sure I will respond, or Michael jump on and respond to the comments. So if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please don't forget to click on subscribe, ring the notification bell. You get notified anytime I upload a new video. Questions or comments, feel free to post them below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, talk to you later.